Okay, so today we'll talk about how to read from files. Okay,
Yes.
it's important to read JSON file, CSV file, and text file. So at least these three types of files you should be able to read. Okay, so what are different file operations? So there are three types of file operations. Okay, we have read, write, and append. Okay, read is to read the content. Okay, when you say read, you will only read the content from the file. When you say write, okay, then you are writing to the file. So whatever content is there in the file will get deleted. Every time you write, it will write from the first line. If you have written something, okay, that will get deleted when you write second time. And third is append. Append means it's already there and you are reading and writing. Okay, so that means you are existing content is maintained. So every time you want to create a new file, then you do write operation. And if you want to save the previous content, you do append. Okay, so append will retain. Okay, so here you don't have to import any package because file operations are by default inbuilt. Okay, is available, but of course we need to know which functions to call, isn't it? So first function to call is you have, let's say, file object equal to open, and you give the location, okay, where your file is, and then you give comma, okay, mode, which mode you want to open. Okay, R for write mode, W for write, R for read mode, W for write mode, and A for append mode. So when you open a file in append, okay, if you want to append, you will open in append mode. Okay. So let's say I want to add some content to a file. So I'm going to say my file .txt. Okay, so where will this file be saved? My file.txt. My file.txt will be saved in this project folder. Okay, wherever your Python file is. If you want to save it in a folder, you need to, we have seen how to make a folder, right, using Python. So you can create a folder using Python, or you can go to your C drive, okay, Python project, and I'm going to create a folder here called as files. Okay, and then you can say here in the program files. So you can use this slash, this is using Mac or Linux, so you can use this slash, or you can use the Windows slash. In Windows we give like this, right? So okay, and you better to give double slash. Why? Okay, if the file name is new file or something, slash n will become new line. So it will be a problem, right? So always give double slash. So now I want to open this file in write mode, let's say. So I'm going to say W. When you say W, you can only open in write mode. If you want to do reading and writing both, you have to say W plus.
Okay.
Okay, R plus, W plus, you have R and you have R plus. You have W and you have W plus. Okay. Yes. Edit. Okay, so two ways to edit, W and A. W will completely remove the old content. A will keep on adding to the old content. Okay, we'll see that. So, okay, so I have opened this file. Now let me add a text, okay, multi-line text, my poem or something. Okay. Okay. So this is the text which I want to, let's say, add to the file. Okay. So how will I add? I will say file object dot. When you say dot, okay, and you say write. So you have write and write lines, and you have writable. So writable is to check if your file can be written or not. If you open in read mode only, then if you say writable, it will return false. Now if I do this, okay, let's see the output. Okay, true, because they have opened in W mode. Now if I open in R mode, false. Okay, if I open in R plus mode, false. No, I told you, right? R plus means read and write both.
Yes, then true.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Append?
No, false.
Why false? Append means what?
Write means again from the start, no, sir. So reading.
Write means what? I mean, when you are writing, you can write from the beginning, from the end.
Okay.
What does writable means? That can you write there or not?
Yes, sir.
Right? That's what writable means. Yes, you can write. Now, whether it is from beginning, from the middle, from the last, doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
So this file, if you open in A plus, A, W, or R plus, it will be writable. Otherwise, it will not be writable. Okay? Okay. So you can check if writable, then you write. Okay. So now let's use W only. And I'm going to say file object dot write. Okay. So write, and I pass my poem. Okay. So when I run it, okay, I can go back and in the see, it has created myfile.txt 10:26 a.m. You click on it, you see the content that we added is written here. Right? Now, if I run it 5 times, okay, so you have to close the file also. Okay, so always try, remember, it is good practice to close the file. Python will do it by itself. Okay, it's not going to throw error, but it is good practice to close the file. You open the file here and then you close when your work is done. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've run 5 times. Since I've used write, it will just have one content, right? Now, if I do A, let's say I go here and I put A. And when you, so I have said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's go and see the content here. What happened? See, the content got added.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. One second, guys. 1 second. Okay, so see, it added the content, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's the use of append and write. Now, if you want to read, read is interesting. Okay, so so if I try to read with A, I can read it, right? So with W, I could not read. So if I say W here, and let's say I say file object dot read. Okay. Okay. So when you say read, it will read the content from the file object, and you can save it in a list, and then you say print output. What happens? File is not readable. Is it not? Because we have open in write mode.
Yeah.
But if I make it W plus, then you can
Read it.
read it without any problem. Okay, whatever. Okay. We have not saved it. There's nothing in the file. Okay, there's nothing in the file. So instead, if I use A, output equal to file dot read. Okay. Now, if I say terminal. Let me close it. Okay, I got it. What happened? See, first line is blank line. See, I'm writing this line. This is your first line, correct? So what happened was first line was blank. That's why earlier when I was trying to read, it was not reading. You got it? It was not reading because this line is blank. Okay, and that's why you're getting a blank line here. Now, if I write something here, so now the first time it is appending, right? It is down below somewhere, right? Instead, if I make it W plus, because it is adding to the blank line, right? See, now you got high, right? So read, okay, you have, I put append, okay, so that every time it's getting added. So read, when you say, you have to, if you don't mention anything, it will read the entire content. Okay? Okay, it will read the entire content, you see?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you want to read specific characters, I want to read only first 10.
Yeah.
So I will say 10 here. It will read only first 10 characters. Okay, so you do first 10. So hi, then how are, first 10 characters. You can say first 500 characters, right? First 100 characters. It's going to read only first 100 characters, even though it might have multiple values. So read, okay. If you do not pass anything, it will read the entire content. If you pass the number, it will read that many characters. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let's say, okay, first let's do other things. Then you have read lines, read line and read lines. Okay, I'm going to say output equal to file object dot read line. Read line is going to read only one line at a time. It will read only one line at a time. And when I say read lines, you can give multiple lines. Okay, so read lines. Okay, output is multiple line, right? So the difference is the read lines will read it like a list format. You see this? each line is read like a member of a list. Entire content is a list, and each line has become member of the list along with the slash n. When we hit enter, right, that is captured as slash n. So that's read like a slash n at the end. So when you do read lines, the content you will get in a list format. And when you read the entire content with just read, you will get like a text format. So here output is a text. Here output is a list. Okay. If you want to see what read line does, what does read line do? Text. So read line, read will return you as a text. Read lines will return the entire content as a list. Okay. One more thing you see. When I said read line, it has printed are you today.
Yeah.
It has not printed hi, how are.
Yes, sir.
Why? What happened? Why do you think it did so? Why do you think it did so? See, because first 100 content is read in read 100. Right? So when you say read 100, we have something called as file pointer. File pointer will keep moving. Okay. So when I said 100 here, and in 15 I said read 100, the file pointer started from 0, went up to 100. So the first output has your first 100 characters. The remaining, whatever you have in that line is read. Whatever is in the line is read. So if you
into
do
the next output line.
correct. If I do print output, you see. So automatically what it did was, okay, the read has read 100 lines from here till here. Is read by 100 characters, read 100. And so you are in current line, isn't it? So remaining content of current line is read as a read line.
Yes.
Okay. But let's say I want to read 100 characters, but now I want to read from the beginning of the line. I want to read 100 characters, so I have read it like this, but now I want to go to the beginning of the line. By default, it is staying. See, if I tell you, okay, go from position A to B. So you will stand at B and tell me, see, I'm here at B. You will not come back to A and tell me I went to B. So when I say read 100, it has gone to 100 character and saying that I have come to 100. Now if I say go 5 steps behind, it will go 5 steps behind from B, not from A. So I'm saying read line, so it is reading the line from where it is, not from the beginning. Okay, but let's say I want to bring it to the beginning. So you have something called as seek. The function called seek. So file object dot seek. Okay, and you can move it to any location. I want to move to the first location, I'll say seek 0. Okay, so now you see you will get high. So till how it is the read 100, and from then we go to seek. Seek will take you to the beginning of the file. Seek 0 will take you to the beginning of the file. And now I read line. So current line is what? The first line is current line. High. So it gave us. Okay. Let's say I want to read 50 to 60 characters. I want to read from 50 to 60 characters. I don't want to read 0 to 49 maybe.
Zero comma something.
So I want to read 50 to 60. So what I do, I will say file object dot seek, okay, 49. So it went up to 49. And then I'm going to say output equal to file obj dot read 10. Okay, so right now my cursor is at 49. So from 50 it will read 10 for me. Okay, so see, let's have 10 character has read from also. Once you read the text, right, you can use all the manipulation that you have done in strings, right? Whatever you have, you know how to handle a string, right? You can use all the manipulations like a string. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Now this is how you read a text file. Okay?
Yes.
Now, let's do a small program. Write a program to read content and remove all the vowels and save it to a file.
All the
Vowels. Remove all the vowels and save the file to the first you read and put it in the file. Then you read the file, okay, remove the vowels and again put it back in the file. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm opening in write mode. I'm going to write. Okay, so this is the content, and I'm writing to it. File is closed. Now I'm writing. I'm doing in read mode. Okay, so read mode. I'm reading the entire content. Entire content is read. Correct. Now I'm going to close the file. Right. I'm going to do the file close. Okay. Now with the text that I have output, if I say output dot split, right? So see, split, if you remember, it will split on the characters. Instead, what I'll do is, I'm going to say for I in A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Okay. And every time I split on A, join. Split on E, join. Split on I, join. Every iteration, I'm going to remove one character from here. So, output split here. This will give us what? This is going to give us a list of values, right? New content. Okay. I got a new content. Now, I have to join it. Join what? Okay. Dot join new content. And this should be equal to your output. Okay. So this content is ready. Now we need to open the file in write mode and we need to save it. Okay, and let me run it. Okay, let's go and see. No. Wait. So I read in write mode. I'm putting this entire content in write mode, and then I'm writing it. I'm closing the file. Then I'm opening it again in read mode. Okay, entire content is read. Then I'm closing this. That should not be two keywords. So wait, hold on. Why it's printing? Oh, see, I've written this in test 2 and I'm running test 1. How did it work? Okay, now when we go and open this file, see, all the vowels are
gone.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is how you can do this. Okay.
Yes, sir. So first we need to open the file and then we will be able to do all this stuff.
Yes. Okay, first I'm writing the content, then I'm reading, then I'm removing the vowels, and then I'm writing it back.
So dot split and dot join are new other predefined functions.
Dot what?
Dot split and dot join are user.
It's a function that we did in string. If you have practiced, you would know.
Okay.
You didn't practice string, that means.
I practiced, sir. Whatever
Then,
are done in the class, I have practiced them. But
then
split
you
and
don't
join, I
remember?
missed.
Then how come you don't remember it?
It's a split join. I don't remember. I remember counting vowels, sir, just for checking in if condition.
Split and join is another function. Split is to split on a given character. If you do not give anything, it will split on the blank space. Okay? If you don't give anything, it will split on the blank space. If you give a character, it will split on that character.
Okay, sir.
So it will remove the character, right? Basically.
Yes,
And
yes.
then we join it back. So if you join it back, again, I'm not giving anything. If I give space, it will join with space. So that's why I didn't give anything. So it's like joining. So automatically your first time A is gone, second time E is gone, right? First small letters when capital letters are gone.
Okay.
Done, everyone?